Visa journey can be stressful, draining, and overwhelming at the same time, especially if you're not making use of a lawyer or an agent. Based on my experience, I'm here to help you to make your process so easy and less stressful. And I know if you're watching this video, maybe you're in the process of filing for CR1. If this is what you want, just keep on watching. The first thing to do is to fill out I-130 or petition for alien relative visa, or you can call it I-130. You need to fill out the form and submit it to USA CR1. After getting the form filled out, you need to gather all your supporting documents. This is where it gets tricky because if you miss anything, it's going to prolong the process. And in 2022 to 2023, we are about to enter. The process has been so long. It's taken around 10 to 12 months for you to hear back from US CRs. So you don't want to prolong the process more by not submitting all the required documents. The person that is going to fill out this form is going to be your spouse that lives in the United States. Supporting documents, I'm not going to list much of that, but your citizenship, your legitimate proof of marriage, maybe if you have a property under your names, if your bank statement, maybe you have joint accounts, your certificate of marriage, your pictures, your passport, and all those good stuff. Anything that relates to your WhatsApp chat, your Facebook chat, all those things are included in your supporting documents. You need to submit it to USCIS. And after gathering all your supporting documents, now you need to go and mail it to USCIS Logos Chicago. If you have not watched my video, must watch on how I moved to the United States. I'll link it so that you can go and watch it. I explained the processing centers. If you mail your document to Chicago, it doesn't mean that it's going to be there. No, they're going to send automatically. You don't have any power. They're going to send your file to one of the processing centers. For you to mail it to Chicago, you need to pay $535. The next step is waiting for them to reply. They're going to reply in less than a month or weeks with their first notice of action. You're going to get it in your mailbox and they will be like, okay, we have received your document and we are going to process it. The wait time starts. You start waiting until you hear from them. If they have any other thing they required, maybe any other document, but which you will try to avoid, they will still mail it to you and ask for it, but it's going to prolong the process. You don't need that. After that process, the next step is for you to hear from them. Your application has been approved. Wow, that's the news you are looking for. Congratulations, your application has been approved. They will send you the second notice of action. Next step is going to be MVC. After approval, it will take them 5 to 6 business days, or sometimes more than that. It depends on the person handling your case, but it doesn't pass 5 to 6 business days for them to transfer your case to MVC. Know that when they send you the first notice of action, they're going to send you a case number so you can track it online and know where your document is or if it has been transferred to MVC. Welcome to MVC. MVC is National Visa Center. They are going to send you a welcome email, and the email is going to come with an instructions on how you are going to do how you are going to pay your fees and also fill out your forms. If you receive this email, the first thing to do is going to still come with a case number which you will use to log in and pay for your DS-260 and also affidavit of support. All this is around $500 something. You have to pay it, and the person that needs to pay it must be in the United States because you need to have a routing number for you to make that payment. After making that payment, you need to give them few weeks for them to process, or days, depends on the system, for them to process your payment. Immediately your payment is being processed, you need to now log in, start uploading your supporting documents. This is where it gets tricky. You need to be careful because MVC replies after 2 weeks. If you don't know what you are doing, you are going to stay here for a longer period. This is where people involve their lawyers, their agents. You can do it yourself. I did mine. All you have to do is gather all the supporting documents. I'm going to make a video to list the supporting document that is required in MVC and USCIS. All those documents you are submitting, please keep the copies, the photocopies of it, because you're going to need it in the next step of this process. Then upload it in the right category, because they have the whole categories. Then expect for them to reply. And another thing I will tell you, don't upload zip documents or unclear documents. Your documents will not be blurry. It's going to be scanned to be very neat so that it can be readable. They will still list it there. It will be readable. And if you're using a co-sponsor, which is another tricky step, you need required documents from your co-sponsor so that it can be able to upload it and they will not ask for any other document. Because if they reply and ask for any other supporting documents, it's going to take 2 more weeks after you submit or upload the document. If everything goes well, you're going to get another email from MVC. They have accepted all your documents, and now it's going to come with an instruction on how they're going to schedule for your interview and also your medicals. Next step is your medicals. Your medicals, they are not going to come to you. You're going to go to them. That means, what does it mean? You're going to call them, look for the nearest medical center around you. They're going to list it there in your country, and then book for an appointment. I would suggest that you book an appointment 8 to 9 days before your interview, because the result comes out in 7 days. And if the result is not out before you go for an interview, that means it's going to delay the process, and this is not what you want. Try and book your medicals on time to avoid anything that will delay this process. Then for medicals, I don't know, it depends on the country, but around $200, that's what you're going to spend. Book for it, attend the medicals, get all the whole required document. They're still going to ask few things, especially your passport, and then they have the specification for the passport. Submit it. After 7 days, grab your result. These guys are now going to send you, the MVC is still going to send another email that comes with your interview date. Now, the next step is your interview, which is more of the final step for you to get close to getting your green card or your visa. I'm not going to say visa, because they stamp your green card, temporary green card, on your passport. Now, this is the time to gather all the whole supporting documents you have submitted to MVC and USCIS. I would suggest you go with both the photocopies and the originals, the passports, the pictures that prove that you are married. Very important. They ask me about it. They want to see the pictures, So go with your pictures. Don't leave anyone behind. Please don't. Now, dress properly. There is no much drama. Just dress cute. That's all you have to do. Just answer smartly. If they required any other document, that's why I'm requesting that you go with all your documents. They may not ask for the document, or they may, but if they ask and you don't have it, this is what is going to happen. If you get approved, you will submit your passport, and they will now tell you the time or the place, like DHL, UPS, depending on the agents they are working with, where you're going to pick up your passport with your green card, temporary green card stamped on it. But if eventually they approved you, they still requires another document or a supporting document before they can stamp it. They will return back your passport. Then I ask you to go to their agent, submit the passport with the required document they need from you, which is going to still delay your process, and your heart is not going to be at rest. I tell you that. Just go with all the whole supporting document. That's what I will say. Congratulations, you have your visa, and now you arrive in the United States. When you arrive in the United States, they're going to stamp, if you have CR1, I'm not going to talk about IR1, they are going to stamp your green card, temporary green card, which is conditional. That means you need, after 2 years, you need to file for them to remove the conditional green card and give you unconditional, which is 10 years. After you arrive in the United States, within 90 days, they're going to mail you your conditional green card, which is 2 years. Yeah, practically it. And after 2 years, you can file for your unconditional green card. I hope this was helpful, that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe. This is a new channel so that we can grow together. See you in my next video. Peace.